Hello! Today, as it's the beginning of June, we can start putting all our tender crops out, like our sweet corn and our beans. So what we're going to do today is we're going to start with the runner beans. These are lovely and long. If you find that you can't put yours in quite yet and they're starting to twist round each other, all you need to do is put a small stake in, and then it's got something to twist round, and then you transplant the whole lot onto the patch where they're going to go when you're able to do it. Now, if you live in the south of England, we'll divide the UK up into 3 sections. If you live in the bottom third, you can put all your tender crops in the first week of June. If you live in the middle third, put them in the second week of June. And if you live in the top third of the UK, leave it till the following week, because it's still slightly cold up there, and there is a chance, even if you still live in Scotland, that you will get a frost. So just think about dividing the UK into 3 and 1 week each time. But as we're down in the bottom third, we can put ours in today. Now, in some of these pots I've got 2, so I'm not going to split them up, I'm going to put the whole pot in there. So we've got our stake here. We need to dig a nice big hole, deep enough for the pot to go in, if slightly deeper, because they need that extra bit of support. Then very carefully we tip it out. Put your fingers between the beans just to support them. Tip it up. You can see all the roots at the bottom there, so they are growing beautifully. Give it a bit of a squeeze. It's easier to get these out when they're slightly drier because they all come out together. But look at those beautiful root systems there. So we'll put that in the hole, and then we will put the soil back around it, pushing it down nice and firmly. Now, so that this will actually go round the stick, what I'll do is I'll get a little twisty here. You can either use the twisties or you can use the twine, and just to give it that extra little bit so it will end up winding its way round the stick, we'll just very carefully twisty one of those round there. Now, this will most probably be the only twisty that you'll need to put on, because once it takes hold, then it'll work its way up and it won't need any more twisties. So I'll just do the other one. So a nice big hole again. And in this pot here, we have got 2. One's gone a bit soft, but we'll pop him in anyway. And see, oh, look at that lovely big root. Can you see that huge big root down there? That's fantastic. So we'll pop it in there, and we'll just cover it up very gently. Now, if you've only got 1 in your pot, just put 1 per cane. But if you've got 2, then put 2. And we'll just give this one a twisty up, and we'll give them a water. A good soak, give them. They take an awful lot of water, these. They love a good drink. And then we'll just, once the water's soaked in, we'll just put just a few, just to start with, round the bottom. Once they get to a nice big size, they won't need them, but just a few, like that. Well, that's the beans. If you want to put in your French beans now, do them at exactly the same time. I just need to make a little bit more space to put my French beans in. If you've got the climbing ones, do them in exactly the same way. If you've got the bush ones, as I have, then we'll just put those in the ground, and they need a little bit of support we'll give them, but they tend to bush out a bit more. Well, that's all for today. Next time I see you, I'll show you how to put the sweet corn in. So I hope to see you then. Bye-bye.